In the summer of 2010, 19 students from Thurston High School's Trade Skills Fundamentals class in Springfield, Oregon were hired to work full-time on wetland mitigation, riparian restoration, and native seed collection on 2 sites in Lane County. The students and supervisors together installed more than 145,000 plants on 265 acres of county land. In working directly in the field with professionals, the students learned about wetland science and regulation, field equipment used for environmental resource management, native and invasive plants, threatened and endangered species of the Willamette Valley, ethnobotany principles, and skills that can be applied to future green jobs and sustainability practices.
I'm Paul Joyner with the Oregon Bureau of Labor and Industries, and I'm the Apprenticeship Preparation Manager for the state. This is phase 2 of this project with Thurston High School. It actually started 2 years ago with Trade Skills Fundamentals, a Lane Community College 4-credit class that we've integrated into Thurston High School. This year we added this component to it, the work component, with grants from the Oregon Youth Conservation Corps. So this is a summer work project.
This project was started about a year ago by another group of students, and then these kids are continuing on with the project. We are out here at the Short Mountain landfill collecting seeds that will be eventually planted over on the Quamash Prairie. And they're all native plants that everything on the Quamash Prairie will be native. So everything we're collecting is a native species from Oregon.
Vegetated green infrastructure is a fairly simple solution to pollutant removal. It provides an education component to students and to engineers who are developing these systems. It's relatively comparable in cost to using mechanical stormwater pollutant removal, which is basically a manhole with some sort of removable media filter or oil water separator.
The amount of road water runoff off these roads and the nutrients and the oils and things like that come off the road surface wash into these drainages and then flow to the watersheds. So from an ecological perspective, it's important to slow that down and treat it as soon as possible before it enters main water corridors.
The kids are getting to work and getting a paycheck, and that's really important for kids at this age to have that income coming in. Summer jobs and youth jobs are really tough to come by. Always anyway, but in this economy they're especially hard.
It's been a great experience as far as learning how to work as a team. All of my kids show up promptly on time every day at 6 a.m. It was their choice to start early to kind of beat the heat. And so we've gone with that. We work 6 to 2:30 every day. And they're all just delightful, funny kids.
I know a couple of them come up to me every time they see a new plant and they're like, is this edible? Is this medicinal? What can I do with this? Because their interest has been piqued.
And I think a lot of them want to continue this work.
I was actually pretty surprised on the skills that I learned actually working out in the field with people like Abel from more of a botany background, the native species, the invasive species, a lot of the management techniques, and then also the class, the trade skills class. You go through the curriculum, you learn basic trade skills fundamental, the actual fundamentals of the class. I was actually pretty surprised on how in-depth some of it was.
I think I've been thinking about doing landscape architecture, so I think it could definitely help with that. And engineering, I think it could definitely help in some parts of that also.
Yeah, I actually thought this was just a pit full of grass when I first started the job, and then Chad actually explained it, and so it makes more sense. It's actually kind of a vital part.
I like working outside because I couldn't sit behind a desk all day, and bookwork's not for me. Yeah.
I would love to continue a program with this. Maybe continue on with this program or a county job similar to it, like Reed's position. I'd love to do that, but not every job is this much fun.
Yeah, this is definitely a resume building experience for both myself and the kids that I'm working with. For me, that's an opportunity for me to say I've supervised people, and for them also to say that they've worked in a very professional atmosphere with the county, with people all over the state that are above them, counting on them to do good work.
Jobs were easier to come by when I was growing up, I think. And opportunities in school were better as far as shop classes and traditional voc ed type training. which are very scarce now in the educational world. But to do something this exciting and this fun, no, I really didn't have an opportunity to do this kind of thing, and I would have jumped on it if I did.
My high school there wasn't any field trips like this, so practical hands-on trade skills curriculums I think are really important, especially with the development of green jobs in our marketplace coming up in the next 15-20 years. These sorts of skills are going to be really important.
Collaboration between private industry, the education world, state and federal and local agencies all coming together for the betterment of everybody involved. We all win from these things. We all are winning from these. It's been really fun.